Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today. Today is Friday, February 28th, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, the Instagram, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. Whatever does not fit, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you, okay? We're going to use Rare Rebel. I was touting this whole thing like all week, like about, don't do any shopping today. Don't go on Facebook. Don't eat out unless you do like small home, like family-owned restaurants, family-owned shops, things like that. We got one on the table. And what do I do this morning? I post on Facebook. I posted one thing on Facebook and I posted it and I was like, and then I was just like, I'm just going to leave it out there. It was my faux pas. I told myself I wasn't gonna and then I did. We got 5 on the table. Let me see. 6 on the table. 7 on the table. 8, 9 on the table. 10 on the table. 11 on the table. Hold on. Someone's reusable grocery bag is out there blowing in the wind. There's always trash back there. We're going to do one more shuffle. We got 12 with bottom of the deck. I'm going to set this on the cell. We've got protection, celebration, just woosah. We got guilt and shame, soul contract. We keep getting like the same reading, like just about the same reading, like every day, every other day. Balance, gentleness and grace, sacral chakra, choose wisely. Why did I hear Mr. Weasley from Harry Potter? Mr. Weasley. Wealth and abundance. Green light. And then bottom of the deck, break free. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. So take how it resonates. So someone's protected, someone's celebrating, someone's chilling, doing their boo thing. Someone has a soul contract coming in. They're balanced or balancing. It's kind of like healing, right? They go hand in hand. You're always going to be healing. You're always going to be balancing yourself out. Someone shows a lot of gentleness and grace with themselves and others. So here's the weird thing. Does someone feel guilt and shame for themselves? Or is this another person that feels guilt and shame? Or does this soul contract feel guilt and shame? Does this soul contract feel like they're protected, celebrating, just chilling, but feels guilt and shame about this soul contract? Because they're not balanced. They don't have gentleness and grace. Their sacral chakra isn't aligned. Don't take offense to this, okay? But the sacral chakra, let me hold them up. The sacral chakra, the choose wisely, the wealth and abundance, okay? I'm going to say something, and we've all been here, I'm honest about my life choices and all that jazz, so whatever. When those three cards fell out, my first thought was, again, take how it resonates. Someone is going to have to choose between a good time and stability. And what I mean by that is we all get tempted, right? We all get tempted. Someone's going to be tempted with some type of, I don't know that I would say low vibrational, but it kind of gives off that vibe. Like somebody might be tempted to go back to a past lover or, go to a bar and pick someone up just for one night of casual sex. Someone might be tempted to get into a friends with benefits that they shouldn't be getting into. Someone might even be tempted to get into a relationship with someone they're not supposed to get into a relationship with. And it's saying choose wisely. Like, are you going to make that easy decision and just hop into bed with somebody? Or are you going to wait for your person to come in? Are you going to wait for your soul contract to come in? Which is going to lead you to this. And we all have the green light to do what we want to do, right? Like, you make your own life choices. Do you want this short term? Or would you rather have this long term? Because I'd rather have this long term. But you make those decisions. Whether it's toxic, karmic, whether you consider it that, whether God considers it that, it's your life, babe. You get to make those decisions. That's what the green light is. You make your own decision. You have the opportunity to break free, to stay away from this, and to wait for this to come in. That will be given the green light as well. Like when you pass on this, whatever this is, whatever this temptation is, when you pass on it, that might be why you might feel guilt and shame, or this person feels guilt and shame, because someone's thinking about that. It's kind of funny because I've been thinking about that all day. With the guy that reached out to me 2-3 weeks ago. I don't hear from him for like 2 days, and then he texts me. He's like, "Oh, you're being quiet," and I'm thinking, "You didn't talk. Like, why am I the one that's being quiet?" And then I just said to him, because I think it was Wednesday when I was off and I had that first appointment to have my toilets checked and everything. I said to him, like, I'm working from home. It's my day off and my toilets are getting checked and I'm ran errands and I did this, that, and the other. And he's like, oh, you're kind of busy. Yeah, no shit. I work 7 days a week. Yeah, I'm busy. Yeah, I do things. Shocking. I don't understand. Like, you just thought I was ignoring you to, like, draw you in to be an asshole? No, I have a life. I have things to do, things to accomplish. I don't have a man in my life. I don't really need a man in my life, or a woman, I guess you could say. So I'm just over here. I'm over here doing me. But it's kind of funny because today him and I were talking, and I had asked him yesterday. I said he said, oh, you got your toilets installed. He's like, that's good. And then I said, yeah, now if only I could find an electrician to install my bathroom light fixtures because I want to order these bathroom light fixtures. And he's like, yeah, I wonder where you'd find a person like that. And I said, yeah, I wonder how much a friend would charge for that. And then he was like, oh, you remember what happened the last time I installed your ceiling fans? Yeah, that's when we were together, even though we weren't really together. And I'm thinking to myself, no, no, no. It's kind of funny too because he originally said that him and his girlfriend that from she's like 6 hours away, um, that it's complicated that they're not together but they are, and it's weird and this, that, and the other, and it's like, uh-huh. And I keep reminding him, I said, well, you and your girlfriend, because I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I will never, I won't. No. But yeah, I was going back and forth with him all day today, and I was like, this dude really thinks that I'm gonna cave, that he is so good that I'm gonna cave at some point, and I'm gonna sleep with him, even though he's got a girlfriend. Like, the audacity to just think, oh, people will just, they'll just give up their morals and their values, and then they'll just do low vibrational stuff because that's what people do. Not this person. And it's kind of funny because even though I know I'm not going to do anything, like, the guilt and the shame is in the back of my mind. Like, if I did do that, I would feel horrible, and I really would, because I don't want to be the other woman. Even if, let's say that they really don't have, like, that kind of boyfriend girlfriend relationship. Like, I don't want to be that person. But yeah, it was funny because I was thinking about this today. I was like, do I want to cave and sleep with someone that's in a relationship, or do I want to wait for, like, someone good to come in? Do I want to wait for, my 10 of cups, right? Not that I don't think I'm a 10 of cups already, but anywho. So somebody out there could be feeling some guilt and shame in regards to this. I do think that it's possible that someone has a soul contract out there that feels guilt and shame themselves because they're not coming in. I don't know who that's for, but, like, someone has a soul contract that's supposed to come in, but they're not coming towards someone, and they feel guilt and shame about it. Okay, well then. I've told you guys before, I haven't talked about it in a long time, but um like, there was this guy that I thought was my twin flame, and I still think there was some type of connection there. Um And I still think that in every lifetime him and I met and something was supposed to happen and it never did. It never does. And, I went to God and I said to God, I said, I'm not doing this. I'm not playing on the merry-go-round with this guy. I said, this guy's not coming in. This guy is not serious about life. He dilly-dallies. He dilly-dallies. He does a lot of dilly and dallying with a bunch of. So I'm not waiting for him to get straight and come towards me in the upright. I said, so I'm calling this connection null and void. I don't want it. Send me somebody else. And it was funny because I still think about him a lot. And in my mind, that's just natural. Like we were supposed to be a connection and we weren't. I think about him. Oh, well, whatever. But I think God was trying to be like, well, you think about him too much. If you really don't want him, why do you think about him? And finally, what was it, like August or September? I said to God for like the millionth time, I said, I don't want him. Yeah, I think about him. I think about a lot of people, from my past, men, women, friends, lovers, family, whatever. I said, I don't want him. Like, how many times do I have to tell you that? I'm going to think about him. I'm human. It is what it is. But I don't want him. Don't bring him to me. And it was like I literally could hear him say, you really don't want him, do you? And it's like, no, no, I've been telling you this for like months and months and months. I don't want him. Don't bring him back. I don't want him. And I think God finally realized, like, I really don't want that guy back. The thing is he was connected to me. He was connected to the ex-best friend and all that bullshit. And I think about that stuff all the time. I'm always going to think about that stuff. I just am, and I know you're supposed to put stuff behind you and let things go. But the fact that that was one of the most horrific things to ever happen to me, the fact that I'll never really know the complete 100% truth of what the hell was going on there, and why she behaved the way she did and why she did what she did to me and why she put this man in the middle or put me in the middle of her and this man. Again, I don't know. I'm always going to think about it, always, My best friend of 30 years sexually assaulted me twice. Who would not think about that? It's crazy. It's crazy. But I think God finally realized, like, yeah, you really don't want him in. It's like, yeah, I don't want him in. I said it like 500 times. And whoever this person is, this soul contract, I'm not saying that they're out there, being toxic or low vibrational. I'm just saying this is someone that on their end they know they're supposed to go towards another person. They have this feeling like something is meant to be and they're just not. And whoever this person is, they feel some guilt and shame for that. I mean, again, this person can go to God and say, hey, I don't want it, like release the guilt, release the shame, release the connection. You can do that. I don't know why you wouldn't. If you don't want to be with someone specific, then say you don't want to be with them. You don't have to say why. God will know, but you just say, like, I don't want to be with that person. Bring me someone else. Send me towards someone else. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You're telling me that eventually this soul contract will give in and they'll go towards someone and two people will get into a relationship that one of them doesn't really want to get into? What's the point of that? And I'm not saying relationships can't start out that way and then work out. They can. But let's face it, Not every relationship is a romance novel based in the 1800s, right? They're just not. So it's just, in my mind, a better option to forfeit the connection and ask for a different one. That's just me. If you believe in that type of stuff. If you don't believe in that, okay, fine. But I don't know why you're watching me. But again, whoever this is, I mean, other than having to make this choice, this is a pretty good reading. Balance, wealth and abundance if you make the right choice. And again, we all get tempted, You think I did over a year and a half of celibacy and I wasn't tempted? Forget about the guy that I'm talking to, the ex lover from almost 2 years ago now. Forget about him. Like, I've had other people show interest, men and women. I've had other people make me very strange offers, you know? I'm not interested in short term. I'm not interested in casual or friends with benefits or sex in a car. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking for love. I'm looking for a relationship. I'm looking for a real connection. I don't want any of that shit. And I told this guy that. I said you're kind of barking up the wrong tree. I said I've been celibate for a year and a half. The funny thing is I don't think he believes me at all. I really don't think he believes me at all, because not not this past weekend, but the weekend before, or maybe it was last Wednesday on my day off. Like, other than getting up and doing my reads and stuff, like, I wasn't online. I posted to TikTok, but that was it. Like, I wasn't hanging around on there. I was like doing other stuff. And he got on instant messenger and he's like, I haven't heard from you today. Is like, yeah, I think it was last Wednesday. Because I said to him, well, I slept in late. I got a late start. And I made a joke. I made a joke about masturbation. And he didn't take it like that. He's like, oh, he's like, you were with someone? And it's like, no, no. Not that I owe him any explanation, but it was like, so somebody just automatically assumes you're lying and you couldn't possibly be celibate for a year and a half. And it's kind of funny because I really do feel like when I tell a lot of people that, especially men, they don't believe that. They really don't believe that. I don't know why. Like, why would anybody lie about that? I mean, most people out there would not want to be celibate for like a month, never mind a year and a half. I don't know. Anywho. Anywho. And it's not even with the sacral chakra, the choose wisely, the wealth and abundance, the green light, the break free. It's not even that sex is that bad. If it I think it's probably what makes it the wrong choice is whoever somebody's going to have it with. Cuz it's a very different thing to go to a bar and pick someone up and take them home, right? As opposed to reconnecting with a past love and doing something that you shouldn't be doing, especially if the past validates not doing it, right? There's a big difference there. And I think God would look at it differently too. So If you want to go out and have sex, maybe, go out and, I don't know, have sex with someone you don't know, or, you know, like someone you meet online and you date casually because that's what you're going to do. But I would not go back to a past person for that, because I feel like that's what's going to lead to complications, and that's going to lead to a delay in wealth and abundance. So I wouldn't do that. That's just my opinion. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope the message resonated for someone. I hope it was enjoyed. I hope it was entertaining. I hope everybody has a great Friday night. It is now the weekend if you are here in the U.S., and if you're not here in the U.S., I hope you have a lovely evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.